All right, hello guys. Welcome to the stream. Today, I wanted to do a quick talk about YouTube and how they've been screwing me over recently. Unfortunately, there's been some drama. Some of you might have seen me talking about it a little bit, or tweeting about it. Essentially, to give you a few more details, essentially there has been a problem, which in mid-September, a whole bunch of different creators had this issue. You guys can find it here in this video if you guys want to go check out that. I retweeted that one a while ago where he detailed it. Basically what happened was from mid-September, we noticed that we were just getting we had a crazy drop off in the income on our ad revenue on YouTube. It was like, and then we were like, wait, what? And then we looked at it and it was zero ad revenue on YouTube for the second half of September. We realized right towards the end of September, we were like, what the hell? And we looked through the analytics and it said, hey, you're getting zero monetized playbacks, which means no ads are playing for your viewers. So we're like, what? We're putting ads on all these videos. They show up as monetized. They show up as getting views, more views than ever that time when this first kicked in. So we contacted YouTube, and the same thing happened for Ryan here as happened for us. And essentially what they said was, oh, it's just a bug. Don't worry about it. The analytics should update. It should fix itself. We were like, okay, well, actually, like, it's still continuing. It seems like other people are having the same issue. And then they were like, oh, actually, we put out a new algorithm, a new bot that kind of trolls through, and it's better at identifying suspicious ad clicks and suspicious ad behavior. And your channel probably got caught by that. Probably they don't even confirm or give you any specifics to let you know. So because of that, there would have been a refund to some of the advertisers. And I was like, oh, what? And we were like, what did we do? And then we're like, wait. But if there was a refund, why is every video we put out in the days following us talking to you about this still getting literally zero ad plays on it? Like, what's going on? And they're like, oh yeah, that doesn't really make sense. We're not sure. And we're like, what? What are you talking about, YouTube? And they're like, oh yeah, well, and then we kept complaining, we kept tweeting at them, and they kept giving us these like copy paste answers where they're like, actually, the analytics page is correct of your things. Don't worry, it's not bugged. Like, I'm sure if I scroll down, I can find one of, in some of the tweet threads, they just respond, same thing they do in the private support. It's just this like copy pasted response. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, what, you guys are just taking our money? People are saying they're still getting ads on the videos as well. We're just not getting paid for them. Now, if it's true, they've detected suspicious behavior. What is that suspicious behavior? Can they give us any info? No, they tell us nothing at all as YouTubers. They tell us literally nothing. We have friends who work in online marketing and stuff who are helping us look through and try to identify where the traffic's coming from, where this suspicious traffic is, so we can do something about it, so we can ban certain viewers or something like that. But essentially, they're like, oh yeah, we're just kind of, we refunded some money. But they're not just doing it. They're then blacklisting the channel for ads for weeks on end, to the point where we're getting no money for that. I still am unsure if they're blacklisting it for a few weeks, and because some people are still saying they're getting ads on the channel, which I'm like, I don't know if YouTube is just taking the money, or if they are refunding it, but it's a bug in their system. The thing is, this has happened on the exact same day for multiple YouTubers when this new algorithm came out. They've given us no information on why. And it's really rough because for us, we just have no control. We have no notice. Now, after about 2 weeks in September, early October, we started getting ad plays again. And the CPM was a fraction of what it was before. It was about maybe 10%, and it slowly over a few weeks crawled back to the normal CPM. CPM is just the amount of dollars you get per view. So it was exceptionally low, where we'd get like a Florencio Files video with 10,000 views, a video, and we'd be making like $4 off it or something like that, or $3, almost nothing, right? Which is way less than we normally, but we're like, what the hell? Over a few weeks, it crawled back up to the normal CPM. We're getting the normal ad plays. Revenue is looking good. We're like, okay, thankfully it was just a hitch. It's gone back to normal. We missed probably about 3.5 weeks of total revenue, right? On YouTube ads. Luckily, I'm in a position where YouTube ads is not the biggest portion of what we do. We try not to rely on it because we know it's not the most stable thing. Bam. Late October 27th. Guess what? It's happened again. The exact same thing has happened again. I was like, we noticed in our analytics, what the fuck? It's flatlined again. We're getting zero ad plays. Click exact same day for Rhapsody, and a bunch of other YouTubers said, oh, they're doing it again, October 27th. They've started once again cutting off all of our ad revenue. What is going on? Still zero response. They keep just saying, oh, don't worry. The analytics page might be showing the wrong numbers, but you are actually still getting paid the full amount that you're meant to. And we're like, that doesn't answer our question, because we've checked our payments. Our payments line up with what the analytics shows, which is 0 ad plays during those periods. And they're like, no, it's fine. And they just give us 0 information. So this has been a bit stressful. Now, that only happened for about a week, and then we started getting a bit more ad plays, but it was once again at the much lower CPM the last few days. And I don't know if that's just going to flatline again. We're investigating it. We're trying to back channel through connections. People, I know multiple people who've worked with and at YouTube or Google, and we're trying to find some way we can get any response that isn't a copy pasted thing that doesn't really explain anything. And if we can at least get them to give us a warning whenever our channel's getting blacklisted. So obviously it's been a bit of a stressful time with that. And we've kind of just once again realized that as much as we're trying to do everything we can to keep the content going out, we're not pausing the content. Even when we're not making money, we still want to put out videos every day. Just wanted to update you guys on that. And I wanted to say, please don't try to abuse the ads. Just in case there are a few people out there who've said, hey, I can't afford to support the channel directly. I'm going to do it by clicking on every single ad on Pig's videos. I'm not sure. You would need a lot of people to be doing that to get caught in an algorithm like this. But just on the off chance that's happening, I want to say, please stop clicking on the ads unless you're actually interested in them. If anyone out there is trying to do that, if you're just spamming clicks, or if anyone's like, hey, I'm going to send some bot views to Pig's channel to raise the views, that actually can hurt people's YouTube channels a lot more than it helps them. I've known other creators in StarCraft and other scenes who've tried to push up their numbers by getting bots, and they have had their channel just shut down completely. Obviously, I've never done anything like that. I never would, but just in case there is anyone who's well-intentioned, who's spamming clicks out there on ads, please don't do it, just on the off chance that this is triggering the algorithm and it is blacklisting my channel for weeks at a time because of that. So if that is the case, please stop doing it. And if you guys are enjoying the content, please do support the Patreon. We've been meaning to do it for a long time, but we finally had the kick in the nuts to go and revamp the Patreon a bit and put a little bit of love into it. So please do check it out. The link is down below in the description. We've added a few new membership levels with a few small rewards. Now, I still want most of my content to be focused around a pay what you think it's worth model. A lot of people on Patreon have a, hey, this tier gives you a t-shirt, this tier gives you that. We are not going to be giving too much of this in terms of a way of selling things. I still want to put out most of my content completely free. I just want to add some bonus rewards for people who are supporting on Patreon. Now, I love people who support on Twitch as well, but if you are supporting through Twitch, technically Patreon, we do get a much higher percentage. Patreon takes a much smaller cut than Twitch, but both are completely fine ways, and Twitch does need to make money as well. So I'm not saying cancel your Twitch, hop on Patreon, but if you're someone who was watching YouTube and relying on those ads, if you do want to go above and beyond, it does make a massive difference. We already have a bunch of people on the Patreon supporting at various tiers, and it really does allow us to have much simpler way of keeping the content going and having a stable support system that doesn't rely on YouTube randomly blacklisting us for no reason. So we've added a bunch of fun levels in there. We've got the Piglet tier, which is literally just that. If you guys are already supporting the Patreon, we've also added a 10% discount if you prepay for a year up front of supporting the Patreon.
100 bit per fart noise payment plan.
I have my alerts muted. Barb, can you please stop butting in when I have my alerts muted? This is a stupid bug. Got to fix that. But basically, yeah, if you guys pay up front for a year, you can get 10% off. I didn't even realize that was a feature where we could add a discount. But if you guys want to do that, we've added that in. So if you're already on the Patreon, you know you're going to support for a year, maybe you want to get that 10% off, go for it. We've got a whole bunch of tiers. $5 a month, you can become a StarCraft Alpha. And yeah, basically, you know, just become a bit of a Chad gamer. Get access to the replay packs with that. So we've linked that up with the Discord. We've added specific Discord roles if you're on Patreon that will give you access to the replay packs folders so that you can automatically see those in my Discord. We've got the University of Florencio. If you do $10, you do get early access to Florencio Files videos. Oh wait, sorry, no, I got confused. That's a later one. It's Patron of Science. You get your name etched into the wall of bacon, featured at the end of all Florencio Files and ICFAR videos. So we'll have a thank you graphic at the end of all of those, starting from next week. Sewer Mermaid Simp. That is the one where you get early access to Flow Files episodes. So this does not mean we're delaying them for anyone else. We're not making them exclusive to people who support the Patreon. It's just normally they're scheduled for a few days anyway before they go out, right? And we're just going to give you guys early access to those videos if you are on that tier. And obviously each tier gives you the previous tiers as well. I kind of wanted to make some Belle Delphine jokes on this one, but I decided to restrain myself. Bacon tier. For $25 a month, you can come and play. We're going to do a monthly Bacon Arcade night. So we'll start one of those a couple weeks from now. We will start the first one of those where we just play fun arcade games, 4v4s. We'll do some Beast of the Hill free-for-alls, all that sort of stuff. Just should be a good way to interact with the community. It's been so long since I've done arcade games, and that's going to be just a bonus thing that gets added in there. Now, if someone is really interested in that, they've been supporting on Twitch. I was like, I don't want to exclude people who are supporting on Twitch, but it's just you swap from one tier to the other. Basically, hop over to Patreon. It's totally fine if you cancel your Twitch sub and do this instead if you're really interested in that Bacon Arcade. I think that's just a good way to give back. Of course, upwards from there, we have the very serious tiers, like the D-Town tier, where you step on the train to D-Town. There you get an actual shout out at the end of each video as well. And the last one, the Leviathan tier, which is absolutely serious. The Leviathan wakes, only a gargantuan being capable of traversing billions of miles through the vacuum of space, ready to infest worlds with its virile payload, could possibly reach this tier. You literally impregnate the channel with your passion for StarCraft. Yeah. Wait, sorry, what are benefits on that, Pig? You impregnate the channel. Is that not enough? Jesus. You just literally, you want more than that? It's a very serious tier. We expect everybody to support for that tier. Up there with the, you get to have a phone call with Tasteless once a month. It's a very serious tier. You guys should absolutely support it. Anyways, just a big thanks to people. The fact that we didn't even have these tiers and we literally had none, and we already had about 30 different Patreons. I think it might have even been more than that, so I'm not sure of the exact number. We had a whole bunch of Patreons, 67 patrons already on the channel, despite not offering any of these before that. That is amazing. So thank you everybody who's already hopped on and supported. You guys will all be getting these benefits now. We're going to add those all on for you, and for whichever tier you qualify for. And I just want to say a massive thanks. The fact that this many people were already supporting the channel, we're too short of 69, by the way. Can't believe it. A massive thank you from my heart. It's been a bit of a stressful time where we were growing YouTube. Dot has been putting so much love and passion into the channel, and to see our views go up, the consistency go up, the thumbnails go up, the schedule get really consistent, and to have the ad money disappear was a real kick in the nuts for us just when we were seeing a lot of growth on the channel. But we're going to keep pushing it anyway. A bit of a short-term setback. We're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the fact that we are so lucky, and I'm so lucky to have such a passionate community supporting this. So thank you very much, everybody. The Patreon link is down below in the description. And if anyone's ever asking about it on Twitch, there is, of course, a link down below the stream, as well as !Patreon to get a link in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please pray for the great YouTube algorithm to let us play ads again. And big apologies to anyone who's had ads played in the last couple of months that we didn't get paid for. I know it sucks. And those of you who don't use AdBlock on my videos and whitelist it, I want to say thank you to you. Hopefully YouTube fixes it. I'll do an update at some point in the future, letting you know if this is completely settled down or if we're still having issues with it. In the meantime, a special thanks to everyone who supports on Twitch, on Patreon, or by donating directly. Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate it. Sorry for the downer content there, but I think it's a bit exciting to have some actual Patreon rewards there and stuff. Much love, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye and good night, everybody. Pew, pew.